All right, this is on mean, median, mode, range. The measures of central tendency are values that describe the center of data. So here's an example. We have a numerical data set. It's in order from least to greatest, and there are 11 entries, so 11 data points, and the numbers are numerical order. So when we do our math problems in this lesson, please make sure you go from least to greatest. The first three measures indicate the central value, which describes the data. The first thing you want to do is to find the mean, is you add up all the values in the data set and divide by how many you have. So this is our equation. So to get the mean of that example, you add up all the data points, divide it by 11, and you get a mean of 40. So the notation we use is an X with a line above it, and that represents the mean, the average. The next thing is the mode. The mode is what occurs the most often. So if we look at that data set, there are 3 20s, so the mode is the one that occurs the most often, so 20. The median is the middle of the data points. So if we look, we have 11 data points. So one way to do it is to go from outer to in. So there's the first 2, the next 2, the next 2, the next 2, and the middle is 30, which is the 6th number in the data set. The last thing, which is not a measure of central tendency, which we find is called the range. The range is the maximum minus the minimum. Highlight that, there's the median. So you'd find the largest data point, 80, minus the smallest, and the range of values is 70. Example 2. Given this data set, 10, 20, and 30, the median is in the middle, which is 20. Example 3. Given the data set 10, 20, 30, 40, notice that this is an even number of data points. So what we have to do is we have to go to the middle 2 data points and find their average. So what you would do is you add up 20 plus 30 and divide it by 2, and you get 50, and you get 25. Example 4. A new data set, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 50, 70, 70, 80. So again, these data points are in order. There is a formula we can do to find the median. You take the number of points in the data set, so there are 11 data points, and you add 1 more and divide it by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So you're going to take the 6th entry point. So here is data point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the median. So again, that was that previous example where I went to the middle, which sometimes isn't the fastest way when you have maybe a large data set. Example 5, new data set, and we want to find the median. So there are 10 data points. So 10 plus 1 divided by 2 is 5.5. So what we have to do is we have to find the median of the 5th and 6th point. The median of the 5th and 6th. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the 5th and 6th. You're going to want to find that average. So you would add up 50 plus 60 divided by 2 and you get 55. So the median is 55. Okay, example 6. Find the mean, median, mode, and range of this data set. So the first thing we want to do is we want to arrange the numbers in order. So we start with the smallest, 0, and then another 0, and then 1, and 2, and 2, 3, and 4. So there's all of our data points. Now let's go ahead and find the mean. So we add up all the data points, so 0 and 0, and then 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and we divide it by how many data points we have. We have 7 numbers. We divide it by 7, and we get 12 sevens is the mean. Then we'll do the median. So we can say 7 plus 1 divided by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we're going to choose the fourth entry point. So 1, 2, 3. So the median is 2. Then we do the mode, the one that occurs the most often. In this case, it's 0 and 2. We call that bimodal. There are 2 of them, so 0 and 2. Then we do the range of values. Remember, the range is the max value minus the minimum value. So the maximum is 4, and the minimum is 0. So we get a range of 4. The next concept is called weighted average. What it does is it calculates the mean if there are more than one data point. So here's an example. We have a movie rating system, and there are 30 total movies, and some of the movies are rated the same rating. So we go from 4 stars, 3, 2, 1, or 0 stars. So this is saying there are 8 movies that were rated 4 stars, 12 movies that were rated 3 stars, 7 movies that were rated 2 stars, 2 movies that were rated 1 star, and then 1 movie rated no star. So to find the weighted average, you multiply the value, so 4 stars times however many in that frequency, so 4 times 8, and then 3 stars, and then 12 movies, 2 stars, and 7 movies, 1 star, and 2 movies, no stars, and 1 movie. And then you divide it by your total. There were 30 movies. And then we would enter in the data points in the numerator together and get 84 divided by 30 is 2.8. So what we found is the average movie was rated 2.8 stars. For numerical data, weighted average is also called the expected value when we move into experiments of probability. Our last concept in this lesson is batting average and slugging percentages. In baseball, there are many statistical ways to create things, and 2 of them we're going to focus on is the batting average. And how you find the batting average, it's the percentage of the number of at-bats for which a player gets a hit. So for example, if a player has hit 20 and then at-bats 50. So they hit the bat 50 times and they got 20 hits. So you take 20 divided by 50, or as an answer, you get 0.40 or 40%. The second one is called a slugging percentage. This is where the type of hit is counted. So doubles will count as a double, triples count as a triple, quadruple, etc. So there's a formula here that says you count the number of singles plus 2 points for every double, 3 points for every triple, 4 points for every home run, and then you divide it by the number of bats. And that's how you get the slugging percentage.